Hey guys, this is Inverse bringing you week 1 CSLL battle. So we got our team. He doesn't have any hazard removal, so I'm thinking I should get up hazards because they can really hurt his team just constantly switching. I did bring a lot of hazards. I brought like Toxic Spikes and Spike Scolipede, and then Stealth Rock on Regirock. And I didn't bring Defog because there's no point in getting rid of my own hazards. I brought Rapid Spin instead, even though my team isn't that weak to Stealth Rock. Really only Scolipede. So I lead Scolipede here, just because I want to get up hazards, of course. He leads with the Zebstrika, and I switch out because overheat is a thing, and I don't want it to kill me right off the bat. So I go into a Regirock, and here I'll just get up my Stealth Rocks as he does the same, and then I'm going to Superpower here. But it turns out he is like pretty physically defensive, so he doesn't take too much from that. And I don't like the power-up punch, so I go into my Blastoise thinking I might spin, as he goes for another power-up punch. But then I decide to go for the Dragon Tail because I don't like him at high attack. He goes for the Body Slam, gets the Paralysis, but I still get my Dragon Tail off. Goes right into Shaymin, which is obviously not good for me. It's a grass type, and I'm a water type. He goes into Goodra as I switch into Skarmory. And then I'm thinking he's had Fire Blast or Thunderbolt. So I go into my Regirock again. Now Regirock doesn't really have that much purpose from this point. So I just click Explosion because it'll give me switch momentum and just deal damage. I think this Miltank must have been like max physically defensive because that did almost nothing. Then again, I wasn't running any attack. So now I can go into my Scarf Heracross and pretty much get a kill because he has his only fighting resist is Victini, which he will go into now. So I go back into my Blastoise as he clicks V Create. Which is annoying, but I do have the Aqua Jet, so I just fire that off. Can't spin away hazards, but then again, it wasn't that big of a deal. Now this Victini is in range for Stealth Rocks, so here I go back into Heracross because I know I can outspeed, and I had brought the Pursuit, and I was thinking about clicking it, but I was figuring there's no point because I can just click Close Combat, and either he switches in something and dies or gets 2-hit KO'd, or he stays in and dies and gives me a Moxie boost. And if he switches, I don't have to worry about Victini anymore because he doesn't have any way to remove rocks. So he does switch and go into the Goodra, which ends up being gooey. So he is going to lower my speed. And then he can just go into Zebstrika, which is annoying. This thing actually did pretty decently against my team. I go into Skarmory thinking I'll sack it. Luckily for me, he goes for Overheat here instead of an electric move. Maybe he thought I was going to go into like Scolipede. But I didn't want to sack Scolipede because it had Earthquake. And since he goes for Overheat here, it's pretty much the perfect opportunity to go into Porygon-Z and set up a Z conversion, as he goes for a Volt Switch. Unfortunately, I do get the attack raise, which isn't the greatest. Rather, obviously, I have that special attack raise, which could have mattered, but it didn't end up because I don't actually kill this Shaymin. He must have been like really specially defensive. But yeah, he doesn't get the kill because Porygon-Z, the Z conversion is pretty dang broken. Because you raise your defenses as well, so it's a lot harder to kill you. And then his only Scarfer was Victini, which just dies to rocks. So that's pretty much the game. And a 3-0 victory, week 1. So I'll see you guys next week.